Hi friends, welcome back. Today I want to show you how to propagate a lemon tree. This method also works for other citrus trees. I bought this beautiful improved Meyer lemon in the summer of 2022 and it has been growing quite a bit and it actually has flowered twice for me. The first time it flowered it was too small so it did not hold on to its flowers, but this time around I actually hand pollinated one of the flowers and I have one little tiny lemon growing right now. This right here is one tiny baby lemon. It is attempting to flower even more right now. Here's one flower and here is a second flower, and this tree is getting nice and tall and it is reaching for the light. So in order to keep it small inside my house for the winter, I actually want to clip off a few of these branches. I am very interested in trying to grow a Meyer lemon outdoors with a little protection. I'm going to build a little greenhouse made out of plastic for it and then maybe add some lights and hopefully keep it going through the winter months. I have been watching a few YouTube videos of this gentleman in British Columbia, Canada, and they are growing lemons outdoors with a little bit of protection. So that gives me the idea that I can probably grow lemons outdoors here in Virginia. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but if it works, I'm gonna be the only guy in Northern Virginia growing lemons outdoors. Actually, I found an article from 6 years ago that somebody is growing lemons outdoors in Virginia in Chesapeake area. So I know there is one or two people growing lemons outdoors, but a few of the people that I know, they have full-blown greenhouses that they heat up during the winter months. And what I have in mind is a small little enclosure with plastic, and then you put like these Christmas lights that are incandescent, so they produce a little bit of heat, so they keep the tree alive for the winter months. So I mean, if you like to put out lights during the Christmas time, this is no different than that. So hopefully it doesn't waste a whole lot of energy and my lemons don't become $10 a pop. So I'm going to be taking a cutting from this branch right here because this branch is actively growing and all the growth hormones are in this little branch right now. So I definitely want to take a cutting from here. I am going to take a second cutting from this branch right here, and I think this one, I want to take it. So you see if the leaf is facing this way, the branch will come out this way, and vice versa. So I want this branch to be opposite from here. So I'm going to take the cutting from right here so that the next branch comes out of this node and points this direction. These leaves smell amazing. They have the most fragrant lemon zest scent. It's so cool. So from this cutting is probably 6 inches long, something like that. I am going to remove the leaves, the bottom leaves on here, and I am going to decide right here. I'm gonna make that a cutting. So this will be one tree of its own right here. And then this one right here, I have to remove these beautiful leaves because they are too big. And actually I'm gonna just cut it. The cutting still needs to photosynthesize. So I'm going to cut the leaf and just leave like a little bit of the leaf piece on there so that can photosynthesize. I'm gonna remove this leaf right here. So anywhere there is a node, that's where the roots are gonna come from. I'm gonna make a nice little tea out of these leaves and I'm gonna drink it because why waste it? So then I wanna do the same with this other cutting I have here. I'm gonna remove all the leaves except the top two and then cut those in half even. Maybe I'm just leaving like a fourth of the leaf itself there. The next thing you want to do is expose the cambium layer. That's just a little woody part underneath the bark here. So I'm going to take my shears and then just slice a little bit so you can see a little bit of white like that, maybe a little deeper. And I'm going to do it on this side and the other side. There you go. You should be able to see a little white on there when you are doing this like that. In order to root your cuttings, you need to get a plastic cup or something, to a container, put a lot of drainage holes in them, and then add placenta in here. You want to get yourself some rooting hormone, and you want to dip your cuttings into the rooting hormone. So just like that. You see? Put a good amount of the rooting hormone on each of your cuttings. Now take your cutting and put it pretty deep into your soil. I'm going to put at least 3 nodes down into it. And you want to water it. Add quite a bit of water to it. Make sure it's pretty much saturated. And the next thing you want to do is get another cup and put it on top like this. The second cup serves as a greenhouse, and that lets the cuttings not dry out, and that's very important, not letting your cuttings dry out. And you want to keep this pretty moist, so I would water this every 3 days or so for the next month, so that the roots get encouraged and they grow. So this will go on top of my heat mat, and hopefully we can come back in about a month and have some rooted cuttings. I started these cuttings on August 22nd of last year. I should have taken them out of the sand a long time ago, but I haven't had time and I wasn't thinking about it. But now, since it's the middle of winter and I don't have a lot going on in the garden, I can focus on my indoor plants. And here you have it. Here are the baby little cuttings I have, and this was 100% successful because all 3 of the ones I had in there have rooted and now are ready to plant out into soil. Now that these have rooted, I'm going to take them and put them into individual pots like this, and they're going to be living on top of this heat mat, and that should promote more roots to come out, and hopefully some new growth will start coming out of here once they feel that little warmth underneath, and they get the special attention that they get underneath my propagation station. I'm going to be using this potting soil to put in my rooted cuttings into, and you can do general purpose soil, but this is what was available at Home Depot when I went, and this was the only potting soil that was available. So it works out that it is for the lemons. To plant these, I'm just going to make a hole in the center, make it big enough so I don't damage the roots when I push them in, and just push them down. Just about like that. Here we go. There you have it. That's how easily you can take a little cutting from your lemon tree and turn it into a new tree. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. And you can do this method for propagating a lot of different things like blackberries, raspberries. You can also use this method for figs, and I will be doing just that very soon. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you come back and check for updates on how the lemon trees are doing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.